Hello and welcome to the Magic Blabbering podcast. I'm your host Nick with Josh, and today we're going to be talking all things that's going on in Magic for us. Final Fantasy, maybe some MagicCon. Josh, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. So last week I was on vacation and we went to Disney World and Daytona Beach, which was pretty fun. Did a lot of walking at Disney and then kind of relaxed at Daytona. Did the tour of the Daytona racetrack, which is really cool. So makes me want to head out there for a race sometime. so
Yeah.
honestly, like the track was a little smaller than I thought. Like so here in we have Kansas Speedway here. It's a mile and a half track, and Daytona is a 2.5 mile track, so it's extra mile. But like on TV, it looks so big, but when you get there, like I mean, they have a lake in the infield, and you see boats and people fishing out there, like when they show the races and stuff. But the lake didn't look like that huge. Like it looks way bigger on TV. So I wasn't
Oh,
disappointed. I was kind of surprised, but it was cool. They had like a racing museum there and all that stuff. So it was a good time. My son enjoyed it. We got to go all the way up to the very top of the grandstands, where like on top of the boxes and stuff. So where all the spotters stand, they stand up there and watch. They watch the race and they tell the drivers where people are around them and stuff. And we got to go up there, so it was very like as high as you could go there. I think it said like 160 some feet above. We got to go into the Rolex lounge, which was pretty
oh,
cool. Yeah, it's just like the I don't know, like hoity-toity people that don't care about the race go in there and drink and watch it on the TV.
oh.
But they had this awesome looking chandelier. It was so the people that own Daytona, they own 13 tracks in total, and each layer of this chandelier was one of like a layout of each of their different tracks. So like going starting with the biggest one, going all the way down to the smallest, which I think is Martinsville. But I'll throw a picture of that on the screen here. It was really cool. And so when we flew back Friday. We got back in probably 11 something Friday night. Saturday what did we do Saturday? I don't think we did anything Saturday. Kind of just recouped. And then Sunday we went out to a pre-release. So that was a good
Oh,
time.
nice.
Yeah, I went undefeated. My wife went 2-1. Her only loss was to me in the final round. So yeah, it was fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played green
In your
white.
early Father's Day winnings there, right?
I played green white. She played red black. Yeah, and like there was a couple of combo, like not combo, but very synergy cards. I forget who it is. There's a card that has vigilance, first strike, lifelink, and I had another card that said at the beginning of combat you could put a +1/+1 counter on a legendary and draw a card, and
Oh,
I had like 10 counters on that guy,
oh,
just swinging in. Just I was at
bam,
like
bam, bam.
56 life at the end. So yeah,
She's just
it
not
was
escaping that.
yeah, it was good. She played black red wizards. Oh man, they got out of control pretty
Oh,
fast because she had like two cards that made tokens, and then like every non-creature spell you cast, one of the guys did 2 damage, and the little tokens all did 1 damage, and she had like
yeah.
6 of them on the battlefield. So all she had to
Oh
do was
my
like,
God.
yeah, all she had to do was like cast a non-creature spell and like dome me for 8. It was crazy. Yeah,
Good thing you're at 56.
yeah. I had the good thing I had that life linker, but
Oh
so
man.
yeah, it was a good time. Did you do any pre-release at all?
So I haven't played in a pre-release in I don't know how long because I just haven't seen the value, but
Yeah.
this one had some value.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's actually an unsealed pre-release kit we went and picked up. Apparently the pre-release kits are worth like more than double their
Really?
value.
What'd that cost
Yeah,
you?
like $40. So
Okay.
some stores around town were selling them for 40. So I got two of them. I got one at the one up here because you can only do one a person. And
Yeah.
then I got one from a friend out south. I picked that up and felt weird because I'm like I haven't gone to a pre-release in so long, and I was I was like man. So then I bought that just for some value to make a little extra money.
Yeah.
Um, but it was also interesting that that store we went there that day and we were planning on going back and getting some more, for the different flights or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Apparently they were completely sold out the first day, like so not Friday, but the Saturday night. So
Yeah.
they were completely out. So they didn't get to do their Sunday event at all.
What store was that?
I don't know. Action Sports up in
Oh,
the
okay.
Northland.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I got my other one from the Geekery out south. Somebody told me they were letting people buy more, and I said, okay, get me one. But
Yeah.
yeah, allegedly these are worth something, especially because you got your unique pre-release promo in it, so that
Hmm.
will make it worth more or whatever. So yes, I'm that guy. If you were missing your pre-release, which I don't think anyone locally was, but I'm one of the guys who got one of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to live out here.
So yeah, yeah, we did. So we did the one on Sunday, and then before we left, they had extra pre-release kits, so we grabbed two more to play at home. And so we paid $45, but we got the pre-release kit and then two extra packs each with each kit.
Oh,
So yeah, but
that's pretty
like
cool.
there was some. I almost didn't go to a pre-release because some of the stores, one of the stores around here was $70 for a pre-release.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard it was more common for them to be higher.
yeah, that's insane. Like, I get it, you probably have more price support and stuff, but man, $70 to enter, like, that's nuts.
Well, let me hit you with this. Why not make the pre-release the best value bang for your buck every time? Like, I don't care if like the product like for players, like if the
Hmm.
product's going to be more, everywhere else, like and we all know this, why not give players like a chance to just, get in there, get some a value, and then now you got the bug, you want the product. Let's
Right.
go. I mean, I used to spend I think pre-releases back in the day weren't they like $20, $25? 25
Yeah.
was like the going asking rate. So I played four pre-releases for 100.
Hmm. Yeah.
So you got ones for 70, that's like three old pre-releases. Now I understand I'm a dinosaur or whatever. But like I
Yeah,
don't know.
that
And I used to get a worm coil engine, a $25 card or a $20 card with it. So I'm like now I don't
right,
necessarily
yeah.
get anything. So
Yeah, well you might not,
yeah, you might.
Yeah.
You might.
So
So
yeah, it
but
was
that's just me.
yeah, it was crazy. I was just like going through like all the different stores. I wanted to find one on Sunday. So we'd have the extra day to rest on Saturday, and I was going through like all the shops around town and trying to see, how much they were charging and, all that. And like the price payout sucked for ours. Like, oh, we got a promo card for top eight.
Yeah.
But everybody got two packs, on top of,
Uh,
just for playing. So, um, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they've kind of a lot of stores have gone away from that like winning like 8 packs. It's like or 10 packs. It's like now it's
yeah,
just like everyone gets a couple extra, I guess, which seems super weird when it's like, it costs more. You feel like, all right, but I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Where,
The store that ran out of pre-release kits, I found out they were using regular packs, like 6 packs to do
yeah.
sealed later, but
Yeah, that happened for Tarkir. We went to Two-Headed Giant on Sunday, and they ran out of kits. So two people or two teams in that pre-release just used regular packs. They didn't get a promo card or whatever. But so yeah, I mean it was kind of the same deal with Tarkir selling out. We didn't have an issue like the one on Sunday didn't sell it at all. We had I think 32 people, something like that. Maybe they capped it
yeah.
at 32. I don't know. But
Well,
they
Magic must be
yeah.
more popular than ever because the price is higher, and I don't know. It's one of two things. Either stores aren't like because these are stores that have been around for years, like they've seen it
Uh-huh.
all. Like either they're under requesting their pre-release product, or they're not getting as much, or yeah, or their demand is just higher every time than they expect. Like oh, we usually get this many, and now they don't know how to adjust because that's just weird because I can't remember. I mean, in all the years I played Magic, I mean, I've only heard of the last few years people being like, "Oh, I can't get a pre-release kit,"
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, in years past we had those weird things where you'd have like a kit was more better to get, but I've never remember people being like, "I can't get my pre-release kit at all." Usually there's
Yeah.
extra ones people selling them. There's usually extra. So now I don't know what's happened or changed. Like I understand this is a Black Swan event. Like Final Fantasy might be one of the most popular ever, but Tarkir I think was popular. I don't think it was
Hmm.
anywhere in the ballpark of this. So that's why I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a cool Final Fantasy ride. That and everyone around here has been opening up their collector's boosters.
Oh, you got yours?
Uh,
Yeah.
I got one. I actually have to go pick up another one that we pre-ordered at a couple places around town. This one I didn't expect to get, and they had a funny thing going because you had to pay more if you wanted it sealed.
Yeah.
So if you wanted it sealed, it was like $600. If you wanted them to open it for you at the register, it was like 400. It was like MSRP-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
so I
dig
went
that.
there.
I dig that because
Yeah,
that cuts down on scalpers. Like, you're gonna go home and probably open this anyways, or a
yeah,
lot of most people are. And so yeah,
yeah,
it cuts down. I saw that a lot with people were doing that with Pokemon recently. If you went and
yeah.
bought ETBs or whatever, they would just
You
cut
have
the
to bust them
cellophane.
out
I
the
think
front.
I think actually at the Pokemon Center in Japan or whatever they do that. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so yeah, so you just get up to the register and they just cut the cellophane for you. So you
Well,
can
as
reach.
you can see, they did not stop me.
Oh, really?
So I went there and I had two minds. One, I was going to be like, no, don't do that, and then but my backup plan was a bunch of my friends are opening them, so they went and got their
Yeah,
sealed one from somewhere else, and I just
just
gave
trade
them
them.
the open one,
Yeah.
and I told them at the front, I was like, you got to open that in front of me, like you cannot open that away from me, and they were like, okay. So it was just funny because at the same time, it's like, you didn't stop me, you didn't stop me, you freaking jerks. I don't know. I'm just a little two ways about it. I understand, but I don't know. They can just print more cards.
Exactly.
That'd be
Yeah.
my argument there, personally.
So you ordered
And that was
another one.
got me.
You ordered another one for like 450. Was it
Yeah,
500?
this one was like this one was like 450 and change or whatever the
Yeah.
tax is on that. And then the other one was 550 total. So it's like 500, so like $50 more. I
Yeah.
gotta go pick that one up before I forget. Hopefully they didn't get rid of it because they said I had like till the 20 something. So I need to
Yeah.
make a time to go over there. But
Was that
yeah,
was that a Game Cafe?
Game Cafe. I need to go get my
Yeah.
Game Cafe
That's
product.
that's where we went for our pre-release.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so if it's
Yeah.
still there, I have another one. I wanted to get, and then GameStop is supposed to have like a big sale on their website for where you can order for the MSRP in a couple weeks.
Oh,
So
really?
me and my roommate are trying to get some of those. Um, but yeah, I'm the only one in the house who didn't open. So there were maybe eight, or no, there's probably like 10 plus 12 Final Fantasy collector boosters opened in my apartment
Yeah.
this week because my roommate got tried to get eight. He got four. He busted them all. A couple of my friends got two each. They busted them, and then a few other people got like several. And there's just busting cards all over. Busting Yishtola was busted a few times. That card was like $500 over the weekend. I don't know what it's at now. But there were definitely some big hits. Like you got a Final Fantasy main character, it was like in their full art form or their Surge foil. You were just like, this box is free. And it looks like that's still the case.
So did anybody open anything like crazy? Serialized or
Yes,
anything?
yes. Mike opened the traveling chocobo. That's I guess pink. I thought it was red, but the pink traveling chocobo he opened, and it was listing online for like $1,800.
Yeah.
So kind of nuts. The only thing he's opened that was relatively close to that was Emrakul in MH3, the special treatment. Um,
Yeah.
and I think he sold that for 2,100. So just kind of crazy. You know, he went all in. He got it. He's gonna break even on all that money that he gambled. Meanwhile, I just want to keep this box and hope it multiplies in value. I know I'm that guy everyone's mad at, but like, man, like
No,
it's hard to get ahead in this world
yeah,
and be
that
in the stock market, you know.
I mean, do you look at Fallout boxes? How much are those now? Like
Yeah,
$1,000. So
yeah.
yeah, no, you
My hope,
see,
my hope is this multiplies by four.
yeah,
This
yeah,
multiplies by four within a year or two. I don't think that's impossible.
yeah.
So
I don't know, man. We'll see, we'll see.
if it's two, I'm happy. If it's
Yeah,
anything higher than that, I'm even happier.
I can definitely see a 2xing.
Yeah,
You know, next year 4x. I
yeah.
don't know about that. That's
Well, if I have two and one sells for two, the other one can sit as long as it
right.
needs to.
Exactly. Yeah, you've
It
made
can sit
your
for the next 10 years. I don't care.
yeah, you made your
It's
money
like,
back there.
and then we'll be like, oh man, 2025, remember that? Well, now it's 2035 and it's just still there. So I'm just like, oh, well, this multiplied well, you know. But that's my hope. You
What
know,
about
yeah,
these?
I mean,
What about the secret layers? What do you think they're gonna do?
actually, I don't think the secret layers will be as problematic, weirdly, just because I think they made a lot of them.
Well,
I
but
think
the
they,
bundles, like all the bundles, sold out in like 15 minutes, right?
yeah, I don't know, maybe they will be high value. I really don't know what to think about them.
I guess,
I know everyone was there to buy them,
yeah, I guess we
but
did see that with Marvel too, and we seen what happened, with the Marvel sets.
yeah, it didn't go crazy.
Yeah,
Now Final Fantasy does seem to be getting a little crazy, but
there,
again, these I don't think there were like a lot of characters, right? Like they were mostly like equipment and spells. It wasn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
a special cloud or a special Aerith or
Cyclonic
anything.
Rift. I mean, there was some bangers in a couple of them.
Definitely bangers, definitely sweet cards. That's why I wanted them. I wanted that heroic intervention and the Colossus hammer, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I just wanted those for myself. To be honest with you, I was kind of
So
interested in getting
did
that
you
Colossus
did
hammer.
you end up getting any of them?
No, I was at work, so I couldn't get
Oh
away from
yeah.
my computer. And then I had heard that we had another secret lair gamification. There was pausing in the line, and issues happened. Something to do with if you were one of the, you could queue as many carts as you wanted, and then if you got through, you could copy the link to your cart that was like in, and then they could log in with different account and then buy. So
Oh
somebody had
wow.
figured that out. So you could just like load a bunch of tabs or whatever and be like, oh cool, I have all the buys, and then just keep buying with different accounts. Is what I heard, or they're sharing them in Discord servers is the word on the street that I've heard. So it was another, as far as I'm aware, there was
Another
um,
backdoor.
another backdoor, another
Yeah.
breach. We had that happen, I believe, with the Astonishing Bundle too. I think that was when that happened last, and I was surprised I got mine at all.
Yeah.
Um, so sad I missed out on this one. Yeah, I got in line like 30 minutes late, and then by the time it was like 4 p.m. when it's like you're out, you got kicked out of line, and also that's gone. I'm like, okay. So
Yeah, I
so
didn't even
yeah,
try. This I'm not like buying into any of this hype. Like I said, I said before, I'm just gonna wait and write it out. I may be wrong, but like it's not. I don't know. There's not
it's
anything.
tough.
I'm not missing out on anything. Like there's no cards in here
Yeah.
that a year from now I'm gonna be like, oh man, I wish I would have bought a booster box of Final Fantasy, and it's nothing to me. So I've still got some Tarkir here to play with. I've got we've got some Final Fantasy packs to open and play with. We got those extra kits. We got some extra packs that we won, or from the pre-release. So we're gonna get a bunch of stuff from MagicCon. So I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. I was actually a little torn because it does look fun, and I was like, man, is this on Magic Arena? Because I kind of want to just like play it some.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun to play. The cards all are like in that power level that I like, or somewhat. So,
Yeah.
so I was kind of like, I want to play with some of these cards, but haven't had a chance. So,
Yeah.
but
I mean, we're recording this on Tuesday afternoon, and it just dropped on Arena today. So yeah.
oh sweet, oh,
Yeah.
I can log in.
Yeah. You can go
Is
play it.
this they can use the IP?
Yeah. Yeah. For
Okay,
this
this
one.
isn't the one that's messed up. It's
No,
Spider-Man.
it's Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, sick. Then I'm gonna finally turn on Arena. It's been a while, so I'll go
Yeah.
play on there and I can get all
Yeah,
my
actually, I just updated before we started recording, so when we're
oh
done, I'm
perfect.
gonna play too. So,
I can see how good it is.
yeah,
Get my Final Fantasy on. I also have not been able to get my Clive. I am waiting to get my Clive, if it's dominant, because I need that for one of my decks. I don't know which one I
are
want. I
you?
kind of want the.
Is it when you're building around, or you want it in your deck?
He goes in my Ilhard deck,
Oh, okay.
and I'll probably play him in other red decks, but he definitely goes in my mono red commander deck. He won't be my commander, but you swing with the pig, you put him in, you get to at least draw 4 cards, if not more. I already
Yeah,
play Ox of Agonis, so this is just like backup Ox of Agonis that does something. So interested. He might not be that good, but he'll be worth trying out. Um,
my wife opened the one the red one that lets you play an extra land per turn, but then you got to return
oh
it to your
yeah,
hand, and she's like, "Oh, I get to play an extra land per turn." I was like, "Yeah," and then she like read the card. She's like, "Oh, but it goes back to my hand. This card sucks." And then she's like, "Wait, I have this card that gains me 2 life every time it comes into play." So she just kept bouncing that back and replaying and gaining 2 life. I was like,
this
"Yeah,
is bad. This is good.
yeah, it was funny." Uh,
This is terrible. This is amazing.
yeah, but yeah, like
This
I
is
said,
terrible.
we're probably gonna get a bunch of product in Vegas there.
Mm,
So they'll have. I'm curious, like if they're gonna have stuff at MSRP there or not.
mm.
Normally, normally they do like have stuff pretty close to MSRP, except for the commander decks. Like they always have, the one commander deck out of the four or whatever is always, they always have the one that's like double, triple the price, and
Oh
they price those accordingly there at MagicCon. I wish they would just do them all, the same, flat price. But
yeah,
yeah, but
it's tough.
we'll get some. I think with the Black Lotus we get a gift bundle, the Final Fantasy gift
Ooh,
bundle. Yeah, and then we'll get a bunch of collector boosters and play boosters and stuff. So
is there going to
that
be a special Final Fantasy Secret Lair for the con?
I don't think so. I think
Oh,
just
okay.
they have the dragon one that was at Chicago. I think they're doing that again, and then the festival in a box,
Which is coming with collector boosters too again, and
mystery
new promos or
mystery
mystery
booster.
boosters.
Yeah,
Mystery.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. It's just the mystery booster, and then yeah, like you said, I think 4 or 5 promos.
I still have
So
my last mystery boosters. They
the
can't print more of them.
this one has the retro Ugin, the Planeswalker in the
Okay.
retro frame. It's got some decent cards in it. It sold out really fast on the Secret Lair website. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
What was the name of the Magic Come bundle from the racing
Chicago,
set?
Chicago.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, they just call it Festival in a Box, whatever city.
Oh,
So
so Festival in a
yeah,
Box Chicago.
yeah, yeah. But then they have
I was
the
just wondering how much mine is worth now because
oh
of the
yeah,
reprinting. Ooh, not that much.
yeah. I mean, you're definitely gonna make your money back because the Mystery Booster 2 boxes are holding
Yeah.
are
Well,
holding
no,
their value, but
was it Chicago? That's the new one, right?
Vegas is the newest. So
Oh,
the
okay.
Vegas went on sale May 19th last
Oh, mine
month.
has the sliver in it, right? The sliver.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
yeah,
this is it. So it was up to 300. Now it's down to it's around 300. How much are we buying for? 250.
250. Yeah,
Dang, I'm gonna have to wait. To wait. See, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for the people trying to resell stuff. Okay,
yeah. I still got a
sometimes you're
bunch.
taking some L's.
I got a bunch from Vegas last year. I need to get rid of. So
Yeah, I got a ton of stuff I gotta get rid of. That's so
yeah,
funny. But yeah, so I haven't actually been playing a lot of Magic. I'm glad you have been.
yeah. I
Sounds
always
like you've
try
been
to.
having some fun.
I always try to get out to a pre-release. I just like, you know, the kind of casual environment and getting to play with the new cards and everything. And a lot of times
Yeah.
we'll do like I try to do like a two-headed giant with my wife or my son or something. But yeah, that's really honestly really the only paper Magic I play normally is at shops. Anyways, we play a lot of paper Magic here,
Hmm.
but yeah, pre-releases I dig them. Like you are talking about value, and I don't feel like I got a lot of value, especially with this one being $45. But
Hmm.
it was fun to go out and play. So
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been back to pre-release just because the value doesn't seem there. I watch people open regular boosters for double what I remember them being, and I'm just like, there's
yeah,
nothing in these. And I watch, my roommate busting collector's boosters, and I'm like, it looks like there's some value to be had there. And
yeah.
so ever since then,
I
I think I've opened more collector's boosters than any other type of booster since the changeover.
yeah. I just can't like I don't know. I just can't justify just cracking packs. Like we play with all the cards here, um, except for collector boosters because it's hard to play with those. Those get cracked, but like regular
Yeah,
play boosters, I just can't just like open them. I play with them all. So like because like I said, we've got I've still got Aether Drift. I still got Duskmorn here. That and Bloomburrow that we can open and play with. So
oh,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I love limited. I do love limited. But now it seems like it's more effective. Like I said, oh, I want to play limited. I could go play on arena, but
yeah,
I've watched some limited gameplay and I haven't been like super enthused in the last few years. And then because they've been like, it's not playing quite like limited used to play. And then
yeah,
I'd rather build like a cool cube, and it seems like all the cards I want are just for like commander stuff.
yeah.
But I did tell you, or I didn't tell you guys, the I caught all the cyclers from the collector's booster packs. So I got my Marlboro and my La Bamba T-Rex or whatever Lambob
Oh yeah, I opened that at the pre-release. Got to play that.
Balam T-Rex. Yeah, that card's sick. Got
Let
my
me.
Ice Plan. I got my Hill Gigas. Got them all in foil. Got a couple Marlboros. Pretty happy camper there.
Yeah, and the ones we brought home, I opened two of the Marlboros. So
Hell yeah,
it's pretty
card
good.
is sick.
Yeah,
I'm so let down that the other ones aren't as good. I mean, the T-Rex is pretty good, but the other ones
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
ah,
I played the T Rex on Sunday, and then
yeah.
we built decks again. I guess it was Sunday night. We opened the pre-release kits and played, and then now we're gonna take our two pre-release kits and use that pool to make 60 card decks and play against each other. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
That's gonna be fun, especially with all the characters and stuff. You're like, what is this thing?
yeah. That
Did you get to summon the Quee thing, the frog?
I did. I got one of them. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you did.
yeah. I know I had this one card. It was let me put it on the screen here. Yes, I opened the Vinat Heart of Haydalen, and I try to like jam as many legendary creatures in this deck as I could at my pre-release. And then this is the one where you flip it over, and at the beginning of combat, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on a legendary, and then draw a card. And
Oh my God.
I had like 10 +1/+1 counters at one
And
point. So
indestructible.
yeah,
And it's indestructible.
yeah, it's
This thing looks like it should fly though. That's a little weird that it doesn't fly.
yeah. I mean, it's really good though.
Oh, it's
So
good. I'm just
yeah,
surprised it doesn't fly.
yeah. So
Oh wow, both arts look kind of cool.
when we combine our pre-release kits, I've got some. some better cards to put in than I had at the initial pre-release. Some white and green legendaries. So,
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I need to get this guy. I need to put him in my Yoshimaru deck. It's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
It does it all. Draw cards. Is a legend. Exiles a thing. Becomes even crazier. This is a heck of a card. He's
yeah,
a good commander. He's honestly
yeah,
better than Yoshimaru somewhat, man.
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, you just got to pack your deck with legendaries, and
Yeah.
which
That's sick.
with this set it shouldn't be a problem. I think there's what 160 some legends in this set, and
Oh my
309 cards,
Remember
plus
when that was
whatever.
Kamigawa's gimmick? I wonder how many legends are even in Kamigawa.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
checking right now.
that's not even including the ones from like the starter kit or the commander decks. So,
Kamigawa. Which one is that? Champions of Kamigawa. Type line. Legendary. How many you got? How many did you say? 160?
160 some,
There's
yeah.
only 75. 75. And that's including the damn lands. And
That's
the flip
funny.
cards that aren't legendary half the time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane. We have come so far. Oh man, that is unbelievable. Wow. Where are we at in Magic the Gathering, man?
Yeah,
Oh, that
so
is crazy.
yeah, getting ready to go to MagicCon now. So
Hmm.
getting stuff ready for that, doing the set symbol challenge again on
Heck yeah.
Saturday. So come see me Saturday. I think from 3 to 7, doing it for 4 hours. I'm gonna try to do some, some on Friday and Sunday too, just kind of walking around the con like I did at Chicago. I uh, teamed up with this company, Card Slinger. They make scanner like you can slide your cards in and it scans them and then like
Oh.
adds it. Like you use the Mana Box, I think it's Mana Box app. You just you
Uh-huh.
just slide your card in and it holds like 200 or 300 cards. But you can
Oh.
you just slide them in and it scans it for you and puts it all in a database and you can export it to wherever. So
Really?
I teamed up with them and I've got a bunch of stuff to give out for prizes in Vegas. So I'll do, pay attention to Instagram and Blue Sky and all that stuff, and I'll be, giving stuff away in Vegas with them. They actually just mailed out a big package for me to take this week. So hopefully I get it in time. We leave in exactly a week now, so we leave on
Yeah.
Tuesday. So
Yeah. Any way I can
yeah,
get a way to scan my cards a little easier, because doing it the other way is such a pain.
yeah, it's pretty cool because it does sleeved and unsleeved cards. So I think the
Okay.
main thing I like about it is like if I have a commander deck, um, I don't want to take it apart to like um, inventory my collection or whatever. I can just
Hmm.
take the commander deck sleeved and everything, just throw it through there, export it, and then add it to my collection. So yeah,
That's so sweet. That's so
yeah,
sweet. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
start doing that.
yeah. It's
That's
pretty
so cool.
cool. So
Make my life easy. Just be like swoosh, 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 swoosh.
yeah, yeah, it's fast too. Like
Yeah.
you have to get the like lighting set up right and get your phone set up, but once you get it, set up, it's super fast. So
Sick. So we're
yeah,
gonna have a cool crossover event with a new company
yeah.
for us. That's super sweet.
And
Um,
then Sunday I'm doing the unknown event, the two-headed giant unknown. So
okay.
hopefully get some sweet Final Fantasy stuff there. Looking forward to that. That's the only event
If
I've
you
got
see
scheduled.
if you see any posters, free posters, you get those posters.
Okay.
I told you the ones Mike got when he was at when he was at the
Oh
event
yeah,
in
at
in
Gen Con or was that
PAX.
PAX?
PAX.
Yeah.
He was at PAX. All those posters were hundreds of dollars that they were just
Yeah.
giving away.
Yeah. It was.
So they might make more of those.
If we do get some, it'll be probably in the Black Lotus package. Like we got the comic books last
Yeah.
Vegas, the ones they gave out at what was it? Maybe that was Gen Con. I don't remember. Anyways, it was a Comic Con. It was New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Um, and like I saw people throwing them in the trash. They're like $100 each now.
Yep. Yep. Just like, well, a lot
Yeah.
of people go to those panels, don't even know. Like, I
Hmm.
heard that's the thing about Final Fantasy that's a little weird, and kind of what you talked about earlier. You're not believing the hype, and I'm kind of like a little torn because we definitely had some people, like one of the guys who was over here opening. He doesn't play Magic. He plays
Oh
Final
yeah.
Fantasy, and he wanted like one random card. It was funny because one of the guys traded. He's like, "Oh, you want that? Sure." So they traded it to him, but he'd opened like two collector's boxes. So like, this guy who doesn't care, he just wants like a particular card. He wanted to open it, didn't open it. They're like, just trade it to him, and it's like not worth anything.
Yeah.
It's not even like a high value card. And he's like, cool.
Yeah.
But
That's what
just funny.
That's what I was saying. Like I'm gonna go to these garage sales here, next year
Yeah.
and grab all these cards that
Yeah.
people
Is
care
this just a
about.
flash in the pan? Like I just want to be a part of this Final Fantasy event, or is
Hmm.
this like Final Fantasy players were already Magic players, or were interested in being Magic players, and now they are, and will they still be? Um, I will say they gave us the best opportunity because these cards all read well, play well, they do fun stuff, and I think you can play them in any format.
Yeah,
Um, so it's good reason to. I mean, it's definitely got a lot of hype. The hype with Final Fantasy, we keep talking about it being this Black Swan event. Like this is once in a lifetime. We keep bidding, like we've talked about in the past. What's going to be the thing after?
yeah.
So if you start with this next set coming up, are we going to have Star Wars Scroll coming? Like, are we getting Darth Vader the Magic card? Like, I'm telling you, if that happens, it's gonna
I
be Star Trek. You're gonna
yeah,
go
I
Star
was gonna say
Trek.
I think Star Trek's more likely, but yeah, I've had a number of people come up to me and talk to me about Magic, because they know I have a YouTube channel and all that stuff, but they don't play Magic, but they've come up and talked to me about Final Fantasy, and
Oh,
yeah, so they're kind of excited. And somebody, one of the people messaged me the other day a picture of they got their starter kit and their Final Fantasy bundle and everything, and like I'm so
oh,
happy, and so he never played Magic before, but he played a lot of Final Fantasy. So yeah,
oh wow. So yeah, we'll see if those turn. I mean, Final Fantasy is turn-based just like Magic, so in a
yeah,
sense, it kind of works out.
yeah. I
Instead of materia, you need lands. What is the Magic's resource in there? Now you have your lands. Those are that.
yeah. I'm
So,
like I said, I'm not. I'm not upset with the set. It's a fun set. It's a fun set to play, but I'm just not buying into the, all the hype and the FOMO and everything. I'm just gonna wait, and if I miss out, I miss out. It doesn't matter to me. I'm probably
there's
too
always
young.
more sets you're gonna like, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Save
Hmm.
your money for Lorwyn next year. Save your
Exactly.
money for
Yeah.
Edge of Eternities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I mean, actually, I'd found out that apparently they're doing a holiday edition of this, just like they did Lord of the Rings.
Oh, of course they
Is what
are.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing. I haven't seen anything specific, but we should find out for sure. But I've heard there's a holiday edition, so I'm
Huh.
like, oh well, I guess I'm glad I couldn't get all of this Final Fantasy product because I want that one for sure.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
anything like Lord of the Rings, oh my God.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be the same with Spider-Man and Avatar, honestly. I'll play it. I'll probably go to the pre-releases. I'll play the whatever legally distinct version they have on Arena, but I'm not like jumping for joy for it. I'm looking for an Edge of Eternities though, because that's Magic proper, I guess, with Tezzeret
It's
and
Yeah, it's so bizarre to me that I'm seeing Spider-Man. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I'm like, and a Magic fan, and I'm like, I didn't ever need a Spider-Man Magic card, like ever in my
yeah,
mind. Never needed it. And then I like Avatar also, big fan of that IP. And I'm like, it kind of makes sense to me, but I don't know how these are gonna
hmm,
look on Magic cards. So I'm like,
yeah.
are they gonna look good? Are they gonna look weird? Like, are they just gonna be like, is it like Wade Schwartz where they're just gonna be clips from the show, like on Magic cards? Because I mean, that's gonna be a little
What if
corny. But
what if they did? What if it was just all from the Avatar movie? It wasn't the cartoon or
oh,
anything.
oh my God. Just make us want to die. This is a Dragon Ball Evolution all over again, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, everything is just from the Avatar movie. There's no of the
Uh,
animated series in it
oh
whatsoever.
God. That'd be game
uh,
over. I do speculate that one might not hit as hard. Like I don't know if it'll sell as well. But I know my younger brother's 16 years old, younger than me. And they were just going through their Avatar nostalgia like a few years ago.
mhm.
Like there were all these YouTube videos that everyone was talking to Avatar for the Avatar like Netflix series came out, which is supposed to be good, I think. I never watched it. Because it's like I already watched that a good version of that. Anyway, they
Yeah,
before that there's a lot of nostalgia going in, and they're all like talking about it like this was the best thing, kind of like how I would like uh pine about like 90s anime or something or like cartoons I watched back then. They're all like, oh, this was so cool, and then I'm like, well, if they're all like he's like 19 now, so I'm like, if he's 19, he's either in the prime spot to start playing Magic or like a few years away from where he's going to have the disposable income. And with Magic being as expensive as it is, I don't think it's going to hit that demo right because they're not going to have the cash to like
yeah,
liquidate on the cards. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay, so this product's like too soon. I feel like it's like 10 years too early. Like if he was in his like late 20s, maybe like 5, 6 years too early. His late 20s, he'd be like, yeah, I want to do that if I'm a Magic player. But just thinking about it, just a weird thing. I don't even, is that going to be a proper set? I know
yeah,
Spider-Man is. So they're both
yeah.
full
I
sets.
believe Avatar's a full set. Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I want to see like Aang and Zuko and Katara, all of them as characters. It'll be cool to see what they do. what
Yeah,
colors
no,
they are. I mean,
I'm not mad at any of these sets. I'm not mad
yeah,
at Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Avatar. I'm not mad at any of it. I went out and played at the pre-release.
yeah,
It's still fun to play, but it's just
yeah,
like uh, I just have to make decisions. Financial decisions. Actually, not bad financial decisions. It's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
financial decisions. I'd rather spend my money on Edge of Eternities or Lorwyn or whatever. But
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there again for any Wizards employee who might watch our thing. This hurts the new thing with the Universes Beyond hurts me more and more because you took the Shards of Alara slot and you put Streets of New Capenna there, and now it's like I'm never getting my set. Like I can't even envision a world where we do Shards of
yeah,
any version of that in the future. And now I'm just like, and then instead I get like Avatar, Spider-Man. I'm like, bruh,
yeah,
I just wanted my return too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
will we ever go back to Kamigawa? I don't know. Maybe we did it once. I don't. All these Magic IPs, I just don't think like we have the space. And then if we're always going to do a return and then a new plane, that new plane's next revisit is like 10 years later. Then, like
yeah. You're
guaranteed.
you're you're getting really two sets a year now because you're getting the return set, and then you're getting the original set, and then the rest is universes beyond. Like next year we're getting Lorwyn, which is going to be a return
Hmm.
set. Then we're going to get probably a new plane, hopefully,
Yeah,
and then however many universes beyond sets. So
yeah. So I don't know. I kind of like it if they would have just kept doing it like Lord of the Rings and this, like Final Fantasy, where it's like just one big super one and then some super
yeah,
layers.
yeah, for
I
sure.
think that fits
Yeah.
better because then we can be like, oh yeah, this IP all year, and then because this Final Fantasies felt like all year. Like they were talking about it
Yeah.
when Tarkir wasn't even spoiled. They're like, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah, and they're like, all right. By the way, Final Fantasy spoiler. Before we even talk about the Tarkir spoilers, and now it's like still going to be talking about Final. Every podcast this year, I expect to be talking about Final Fantasy to some degree.
Yeah.
So, and I'm fine with that. It's just like it would be nice if it was like, all right, this is done. Now back to some Magic things.
Yeah.
But that's just
Yeah.
old
Like
heads.
I would definitely be on board with that 100% if they did that. Just
Yeah,
you get your one universes beyond big set every year, and the rest is Magic IP and yeah. But like I said,
the numbers.
I'm
Yeah,
not mad. I'm not mad at Spider-Man or Avatar or Final Fantasy.
yeah,
It's good. It's good for the game. I don't know if it's healthy in the long term, but it is bringing new players in, or at least new collectors. So
yeah.
like we'll.
The
I don't think we'll see the
somebody shared
full.
a thing from Mark Rosewater the other day, and he posted something on his blog, and it said, "What do you think makes a Magic set feel like a Magic set?" And I was just like, "What? How can you even ask that question?
Right? Yeah.
Like, you what?" Anyway, it just boggled the mind because I think they've been getting all that feedback like this doesn't feel Magic, this doesn't feel Magic. I'm like,
Yeah. I
we're
don't.
in
I
some
don't.
weird universe
I don't think
beyond.
we're going to see the full effect of these universes beyond sets, like multiples per year. I don't think we're going to see the full effect of that for a couple years. How it impacts, the state of the game and the players. Like how many of these people that are buying Final Fantasy product are going to be playing in 2 years? You know.
Yeah. I think we're in that era. This is the Universes Beyond era where they just throw a bunch of stuff at the wall, see what sticks. And then once they see some of the lower IPs aren't sticking or they feel a better way to min-max it, they might go back to, maybe it'll be a
Yeah.
whole year of Magic. Maybe it'll be, maybe it'll be like, a better, maybe that what we talked about, one big IP and all are small, but I don't
Yeah.
know. They're kind of, in my mind, I feel like I don't think we're out of IPs, but I still can't fathom more that are going to be as big as this in Lord of the
Well,
Rings.
yeah. Well, I
But
mean, they've just scratched the surface on the Marvel stuff.
yeah,
I think, like you said in one of our previous podcasts, like we're past like Marvel is on the. I think the Marvel peak was 5 or 6 years ago.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm hoping the appetite's just not going to be there. If there's
yeah,
one I was gambling on this year, that's appetite might not be there. It's Spider-Man, but I'll probably be wrong. Definitely Avatar is probably I'm expecting that to be the least appetite, but we will see. We will
yeah,
be there. We will be telling all of you about it and what's going on. It's gonna be great.
yeah.
Ragavan, for those who there's a monkey lemur, or it's like a lemur flying squirrel is one of the little familiars in the show Avatar. I'm thinking that could be a Ragavan.
My wife
So,
opened one of those. She opened the Ragavan card.
oh, she did?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Ragavan guy? Oh, yeah,
yeah,
cool. We had one of those opened here too, yeah. lots of we were really short on Sephiroths and VVs. We almost got no VVs.
Really?
We got a few different Sephiroths. But yeah, no, like I think one person in our whole group got a VV from like even
Wow.
people like to online. But these are collectors boosters. I don't know how the regular boosters are looking. Hopefully it's not that bad because that's gonna be a plate card. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure
VV
it's
the Mind Sculptor.
enough products going to be open that, if you want to buy singles, it's not going to be crazy, I think. So,
Yeah, cool.
all right. Well, you got any Father's Day plans?
Nope, nope, no Father's Day plans here. I'm just gonna be chilling,
Yeah.
chilling like a villain.
Yeah.
Hopefully, practicing becoming a father. That'd be cool. But
Okay.
fingers crossed. I don't think so, but hopefully. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, we might have the boys over and play some Magic this weekend, or grill out or whatever. I haven't made any definite plans. My dad is in school actually right now. He's taking
Oh,
a
really?
yeah, he's taking a automotive upholstery class out at
Oh,
I think it's McPherson College. So yeah,
oh.
he's what, 73 now. He's going back to
And
school.
he's in
So
college.
yeah, the old riding Dangerfield back to school thing.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is
You
it
know,
for fun? He's just doing it for
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
He has a ton of cars, and he's got a shop and everything, and he's restored a bunch of cars and stuff. So always been a car guy. I was raised with going our family vacations were car meets. He had a 37 Ford that he did basically a frame up restoration on, and so we take that and drive out with a bunch of other older Ford cars, and that was our family vacations. It was pretty fun. So you know,
Ooh.
hanging out with car guys, for a week, and they would judge and all that stuff. So he's always been a car guy. I've always been a car guy, and that's why I was excited for Aether Drift. But yeah, he's taken a automotive upholstery class, even though he's done upholstery before on his 37 Ford. He did the whole interior on that, but I guess he's learning some of the new stuff that's available in the 21st century. I don't know. So, but
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure he's
just
having
wants
fun
to
out there. Yeah,
he wants to fill out his checklist. I've done everything related to cars.
yeah. He's got a 57 T-Bird right now that he's working on, and I
Okay.
think maybe this is for that. He's got a 35 Ford truck that he's working on too. So yeah,
Dude, that is so awesome.
yeah,
See, that's what he's spending his Final Fantasy money on.
yeah, yeah. So
I wonder how much it costs to reupholster a car. Maybe like $1,000, maybe. I don't know.
no
Never done
more
it.
it depends on the car, obviously,
Yeah,
but
what kind of
yeah,
upholstery?
definitely more than
Those old cars?
definitely more than a grand. You're talking probably
Yeah,
3 or 4 grand.
3 or 4 grand. All right, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
See, you can see
How many
Magic's not that
final?
crazy of a hobby. It's actually cheap.
Yeah, how many Final Fantasy collector boosters could you buy with that money?
Yeah, it's not 2, 4, 6, 6, and you still won't have every card.
Yeah, yeah. You'll still need a Sephiroth and a VV.
Yeah, yeah. That's somebody's probably done online. How many collector's boosters do you need to open to get a playset of each card and like the most
Yeah.
premium? Oh my
Well,
God, it's like the entire freaking print run.
I think it was you could buy a PlayStation and every Final Fantasy game to play on it for less than you could buy a collector booster box.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that. I really do believe that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird world we live in, Josh. Weird world. Oh my
So
gosh. They're bringing with this new Switch coming out. They're bringing back one of my only favorite Final Fantasy game. They're bringing back Final Fantasy Tactics to
tactics,
that as
yeah,
like a
I
yeah.
saw that. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, ugh. I was like, oh man, that's one of my favorite games. But they're also bringing it to Steam, so that's good.
Okay,
So I'll just
yeah.
play it on my computer. It's
I'm
like
pumped. I'm pumped about
uh,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it's coming. It's coming back.
yeah. For Switch, yeah.
Oh, are you getting the new Switch?
Uh, we're talking about it. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
I
I
have a
know
friend.
Cyberpunk.
I have a friend that works for Nintendo, so he can get us a pretty decent discount on it. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I'll have to see it. I know we're gonna have one around here, so
Yeah.
I have to see what that looks like. Well, yeah, it sounds like we've hit all the news. So you're gonna have your
Yep.
Magic Con next week. You're bringing the game, bring
Yep.
our awesome game, your awesome
Yep.
game.
Set symbol challenge. Yeah.
Hmm.
We won't be recording next week because I'll be gone. But I mean, I'll be recording stuff in Vegas for you guys. So, but we'll have a podcast next week. We'll
Yep.
we'll do one when I get back and talk about my MagicCon experience and hopefully have some cool swag to show you guys. And yeah, so
All right.
happy Father's Day to all the Magic Dads out there. And don't forget to like, shower, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.